What's up, folks? How you been? I'd like to welcome you back to Judgment. Now, before we got to this spot, I didn't save, so I had to start all the way over from the beginning, so I didn't want to bore y'all with the details. But as you know, we came here to do some checking up on something, and let's just get back to the past.
Do you have an...
I don't. We're here to talk...
A murder?
A coworker. We have a...
Huh?
We're hoping you...
Let's just get back to the past where we was at.
Well...
Yeah, we already know what this is.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
Yep, let's just get back to the past where
We're
we
not
at.
exactly welcome guests here.
So I gotta be careful, though.
The bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
I guess I could skip this, but I gotta be careful, you know. I didn't save, so they couldn't even save. So we basically just here in the past.
Right this way, please.
This was when he got that case. And he was trying to find out.
Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor.
He was trying to find out if his client was guilty or innocent, which we know he got the innocent verdict. Till all hell broke loose. Also, we know this hospital claim they got a dementia cure.
This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
We don't know if that's true. Maybe I feel like they was experimenting on people.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
That's a big building.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Yeah, we knew something was up. We gotta get to that ward in the present. They hiding something.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she all up on me. Okay, yeah, let's look for that cat. I know it's outside somewhere.
Suspicious.
Self-proclaimed king, huh? That would be interesting if they was like saying stuff. I was trying to look at her name tag. Oh, he really was looking at her chest. Bro, I know I hear a cat in here. Okay, we can walk around. Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it. Okay.
What the? Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
So this wasn't a murder scene? But it kind of sounded like the same thing that was going on with the others.
The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. Hey, all the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so.
I ain't gonna lie, she do look good, but I like a woman with short hair. Man, she rocking that. But yeah, this should be it. Unless I can look from the outside. So I feel like somebody with dementia might have saw something.
See what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
Wonder how that.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope.
I
I
wonder
got
how
something
that
I'd only
happened.
get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course, that's what he says.
Why is she just staring
Consider
at
the
me?
facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
I mean, I know. Review the case.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want.
That's just weird. Don't just be staring at me. I understand this
Alright,
guy's a perv.
here we go.
but Come on now.
Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male.
I mean, this must be important,
66.
right?
At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own.
Right.
The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo.
Okay.
It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
I mean, all he did was just get rid of the body. I mean, that's a crime in itself, too. But it's not murder, you know. That is suspicious. So all he admits to was getting rid of the body. Somebody else killed him, probably put him in his van, his laundry van.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what?
Yeah, I mean,
it's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
No, it's
Of
not.
course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
Right.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
I mean, personally, how does
Fine.
being a woman
But
beater
what
turn
about
out to be a
Okubo's shaky alibi?
killer?
He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep.
Right, she's sitting up
Can
there
you show
listening
us the
to
garage
everything.
next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. A service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Man, you know. No.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
Aaron Sensei on this? It's like, bro.
Follow me.
It's like, bro, dude was kind of a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, jeez, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, personally, I don't understand how this dude broke his woman's finger. I'm walking faster than her. I don't know how this dude breaking his woman's finger would make him a killer. I mean, most dudes who beat on women, they tend to wuss out. Where'd she go? Oh, okay. They tend to be wussies and stuff, bro. Like, they can't fight a real man, you know what I'm saying? They'll cry and whine when the real fight began. But I guess, you know, he's the killer because he's the killer because he broke his woman's finger. Yeah, we're just gonna go off of that.
Hey, Yagami. You're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Man, this
Careful
guy
who you say that
quit.
around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
So how long was this case? A year, 2 years ago, 3 years later, he's dead.
Looks like a regular old garage to me.
That's one heck of an echo.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe
Or
so.
for somebody to dump the body in there.
Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
Come on, Sensei. You don't even know that. Ain't nothing in here, huh?
the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
He admitted he dumped the body. DNA. So somebody set this man up. That's what it was. And to make sure they went through with their plan, they killed this girl and pinned it on him. I don't think that got anything to do with eyes, though.
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck.
So I guess I gotta look around the parking lot. That's it. Do we talk to him? There's a camera right there, though. Who's we looking for?
The day of the crime.
Would have been easier if they just said that.
750 to be precise.
Why is you butting
EDC
in?
scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami.
Nah, that's a
Worst case
setup.
scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right, all right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
No, he
That's
wasn't.
right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Let's hear what the great Shitani says. That man was long dead before that. Somebody else was lying in that bed.
What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry.
Why would he want to kill the dude?
To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found.
Still doesn't
With
give us
me?
the motive.
This thing's airtight, Yagami.
No, it's not.
I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
But
Fine,
that
then I'll
is
do it
true.
alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
I think she knows something.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
Her whole body was kind of giving like she knows something. She's just not saying something. She's not saying nothing, but she knows something.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
See how she being helpful now? Yeah, she must be a witness or something. Look, they gotta talk to her too. I can't even examine that evidence.
Are you finished?
Not yet.
Are you finished?
Oh, I thought she had something important to say.
Not yet.
I really can't look at the evidence though.
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
hard
they
to
say
say
he
for
killed
sure.
somebody, so
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
I think she did.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
Yeah, win though.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win.
What about the other cases you lost
Terasawa-san,
though?
were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Yeah, see, something's up.
Wait!
Something is definitely up.
If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay?
Is she still around?
I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san.
Is she still around though? With a different hairstyle.
Just now, we went to the ADDC.
Why is
Thought
you
I should have
here?
a look at things with my own eyes.
And
I mean, he was just being negative the whole time. Shitani Sensei
There's
was.
no chance you walk.
Look at this,
Practical
bro.
lost cause.
Hey,
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like, bro,
it's
just
like this.
let's go back to the
Okubo.
office.
You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
Well, you know he looked different, but you know he probably got a whole beard and everything. I wonder if we gonna meet him again. I think after this case, Yagami might go meet him.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward at the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
You know what?
That's not true.
This guy being dead isn't a
Waku-san
loss.
wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
Why would you do that, though? I know.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Waku-san?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Waku-san claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Wait, is that true?
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for
I think
no
they
reason.
experimented on him,
Must have been a shock.
and he just
So when
died.
Waku-san tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No, you murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
I know.
Ah, I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Hey, can't calm down when you got somebody saying you did this.
Sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Next time, come alone.
It
Fine.
was not
Here to take a
helping.
hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Man, that's some douchey stuff, ain't it? Douchey.
Hey.
I should say douchey
You
stuff.
know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Wait. Don't this man already got a woman? Or was that her we was talking to that died? If it was, that means, what was her name? Terasaka-san? She must have helped. They must have got together. And then they killed her and tried to frame him, and it kind of would make sense
So
now.
Shitani just left you hanging, huh? He's got to learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Right, like, man, this dude was just so negative.
Okay.
Hate people like that, bro. I don't know how y'all, some people can deal with people like that.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Why you worried about her?
Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Oh my boy, she dark. She is dark. You need to be worried about yourself, though. What's good with you?
I'll keep my lips sealed.
I mean, this is the past, though. What is we doing here? Oh.
Mafia-kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the
I
plan.
gotta clean up these cords.
What is your plan
They
here?
all over the place.
This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
Let me see. His room. Nope. This right here.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in.
Didn't he take pictures with the
This is the
sensei
last
in
place
it?
Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
Right.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
Hey.
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
I think we found the killer.
Hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun
Why
on
is
me.
he wasting time here, bro?
Hey!
Oh, that's a woman. Nah, I ain't stupid. See how a person is running? That's a straight. That's her. That's who that is.
away!
That's who that is. See how they was running, bro?
Hold up!
Come on, man. I know you got more speed than this. Even though you wearing dress shoes. Come on now, Yagami.
You won't get away!
Still, I don't get that whole premise of doing that. No way this person is that fast, bro. Who doing all this? Jeez. Man, jumping on cars and everything. I know they was complaining to the insurance company.
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
Like, girl, why did you even come to the office then?
Scum of the earth!
Come on, man. So I guess we still fighting, huh?
Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
At least these street thugs is kind of righteous, huh? Even though everybody get their butt kicked. I need you to put that down, though, bro. But he still... Man, still has some health on him, bro. Man, who's coming up against? That roundhouse kick is the joke, though. Hey. It's off the bone. Can I pick this up? Yes, not. No, we gotta end on a good climactic era. Yeah, you ready to talk now? If the girl that died was her, then yeah, something is up.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Gonna call me a groper. And show what these hands really do, huh?
Did you really need to run away like that?
I know, right?
I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should.
That's some top-notch
Then
grease in that
hair
hair.
Started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
Okay, so yeah. That's your typical story right there.
And this is him?
I mean, you probably killed the man, though.
Yes.
You know, your typical story.
He's a very
where
dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in
they
him.
did some
But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
unlawful
And what's that?
experiments.
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences.
I mean, I guess that's true.
And if it
I
came
think
to
they
a courtroom testimony,
feel like they do it all the time, though.
None of you would testify?
Oh,
maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides,
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
so you would have to discredit the witness statement saying he saw the man sleeping at 7:30. Or was that 8?
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
Man, this man looks sus, though.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
Maybe it's just me, dude. I'm off.
You're sure?
I think everybody looks sus.
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes,
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed.
yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
Why is this dude always looking down, bro?
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
It's funny how they
And
showing
what
that
time was
view
that?
though.
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
It's funny how they show that view from inside the room.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Okay, so yeah, I think that must have been the girl that died. If it is, then there's something really going on.
Terasawa-san,
Something
you were
deeper.
present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Oh, heard that guy.
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
She said she didn't care. She lost
I
her
have
job.
evidence supporting Terasawa-san's
She
testimony.
got money saved up. I should be able to see. I got evidence. Of course, we got evidence. Wait, no. Almost picked the wrong one.
Please look at this.
But they got
It's a
some big
photograph of the
screen
victim's room as
monitors.
viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
I want to say the culprit was hiding in the hospital room. The victim was already dead.
Waku-san was already dead when Shono-san went to check on him.
What are you implying?
At the time, the defendant hadn't yet collected the linens. In fact, he hadn't even arrived at the ADDC.
Picked the right one.
Meaning, Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in his laundry cart?
Huh? Well, depending on how you look at it.
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Had to calm down. Let's try this again.
Sorry, let me start over.
What? I got
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what
that
happened.
wasn't the right answer.
Please look at this.
Yeah, y'all tell you, no, I don't. I play Ace the
It's
Attorney.
a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway.
I played the first season.
In
That
other
was
words,
it, though.
this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
Been too busy lately. Evidence points to. Oh, his testimony was a lie, man.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
Okay, that must be
What he
right.
saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets.
Yeah, okay,
He
yeah.
couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as
The
Waku-san.
music change.
So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear. that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Akubuka was assumed to be the only person that could kill.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination.
I mean, he did say he never entered the room, now did he? Ooh, this is a long one.
Shono-san.
Yes?
What's the problem with that evidence?
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed.
I think.
Oh,
man.
Did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
Nope.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
How do you mistake a
Objection.
pillow?
The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on it?
I don't think I can, no.
Wow. Yeah, you know, he
Then the
knew he
defense
lost.
rests.
He knows
But
he lost.
I do have a quick remark for the
He
prosecution.
know he lost. Alright, that's falling apart. Now go in for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory?
Oh yeah, he going for the
This promising
kill.
young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
That's a shark right there, boy.
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
He said out of the
In other
kindness
words,
of his
because he's
heart.
such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony.
Wow, so his
The
title.
prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think.
You sure about that?
You want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Right.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime.
Dude back there, right?
Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session.
Is she the girlfriend?
Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Okay, she doing too
Please
much.
leave this courtroom at once.
I know, where the cops at?
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises.
I mean, we doing our job,
Okubo-san's
right?
not the only
Oh,
person in
she
this
doing
courtroom
too
who would be
much.
affected by a guilty verdict either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating.
What?
Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is.
Wait,
When the
so
prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
what just happened?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But
Until
only a month after his release,
wow, a month.
everything changed.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. See, but see,
The
that's
same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
I don't think she did. Nah, that's something else. Watch. That's kind of proving my point more. Somebody else killed her and got to do with that hospital. That's more suspicious than you think. But yeah, like, that's kind of proving my points I've been kind of saying ever since I found out. Ever since Sachami died, you know, Sachani Sensei died. And we had to come here and we had to relive the past. It's like, bro, you don't find that one bit odd that she testified. They tried to frame him because they didn't want to get in trouble. Personally, he might be the killer, the dude in the back who testified, who gave that weak testimony. I mean, it was weak, bro. He saw him through the door. He didn't go inside the room. He saw him through the door. You can't even see his face. I mean, he might be the killer. He might have killed him in an experiment. Or this guy did, the director. But, like, I'm surprised Yagami ain't think that's kind of suspicious. You know, a month later, like, you won the case. And then, like, a month later, she dies. Not only that, the whole place went up in flames and he had to go to jail. It's like, bro, y'all don't think this is suspicious one bit. And now all of a sudden they talking about they got a drug that can develop dementia and all that. Nah, ain't nobody that stupid. Nobody's that stupid.
Hi.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But
Vice
I haven't
Minister.
seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look
Vice
familiar,
Minister.
but can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us.
Saka-kun.
Remember, Shono?
Yeah, I think that dude's a killer.
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here?
He said Shono-san,
I'm
right?
investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
probably he called Shona.
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Nah,
Oh, really?
that's a lie.
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
No way.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime.
Wait, he just walked into the room with his head up like this, like, bro.
One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
He said,
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I don't know where this is going. I already kind of pinned that he was going to get framed for something. That was a quick chapter 4 episode. I was kind of pinned he was going to get framed for something, but I mean, you know, if you read, oh man, if you read or, you know, listen to a book when it comes to Sherlock Holmes or Agatha Christie's or this detective in general, when they're on a case, somehow they get pinned or framed for the murder when things starts to get hot in the pot. As you know, we about to be on to the next episode because this is really starting to get good, you know. Minute by minute, this is really getting good. All that being said, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to tap that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, live well, be safe,